Everybody knows that the weapons of mass destruction, which was supposed to be the excuse for the Iraq War in 2003, were never found. They didn't exist. But if that happened now, do you think you'd know that the weapons of mass destruction had never been found and didn't exist? Because you probably wouldn't. What's happened to the media and what's happened to politics in the 17 years since the Iraq War means that stuff of this kind simply doesn't come out anymore. It's now several weeks since I published in the Mail on Sunday an astonishing story about how inspections of a supposed poison gas attack in Douma, Syria in April 2018 show that it was very unlikely there had been any such poison gas attack. And do you know what? Hardly a single newspaper, news agency or broadcasting organisation has followed up that devastating story. And it's very important because that alleged chemical weapons attack was used as a pretext for a missile attack on Syria by Britain, France and the USA.
So while this action is specifically about deterring the Syrian regime, it will also send a clear signal to anyone else who believes they can use chemical weapons with impunity.
And the agency which is involved could one day be vitally involved in deciding whether we go to war on another occasion. And the whole thing, hugely important, remains largely unknown to millions of people who ought to know. I think this is very worrying. Last week, Ian Henderson, one of the inspectors of the Organisation for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, who has raised doubts about this claim of a poison gas attack, appeared before the Security Council at the United Nations and gave his evidence explaining those doubts. And do you know how many newspapers and news organisations have covered that event? Precisely none. You should be more worried about what you're being told and about what you're not being told.